EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Check. 190. Check 52. Come on. Oh, yeah.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon.
He's checking.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check that one, Mike 52 right here. You don't see me in your nightmare, son. What's left? Where's 52?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got his man, Boyd. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Now Gordon on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 38.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
They'll run on first down. Drummond, he finds an opening past the 40. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Mike 53! I can't believe they let you play.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Check 53 for Mike. Tackles. 53 for Mike. No pass.
On second and 11 now. Wilson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 at the 19. This is Gordon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. From the 17, Wilson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Murray now on 1st down. This one caught by Ridley. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Here we go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Push him back.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 43. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'll go special. 53 is the mark. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Got him in. It's Brown. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 4-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. It's complete to Diggs. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
There's Murray. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get him. Get him. Get him. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Murray now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will get the lead up to 14. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect. Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Get some penetration here. Just getting some penetration. Check. 53's Mike.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Wilson now, operating from the gun. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A very solid gain of 27. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught. Smith. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Don't get nervous. 14, got it. 53, Mike. Oh, did I? 53's a Mike.
Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Read it well, and it's picked. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing now is Murray. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
12.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Murray going to throw. Cooper's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Gano the extra point.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game. And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 1 man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Drummond. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Now Brown. Brown with his stick skills. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Green 80.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Alert.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Nick Boyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 30 on second down, Murray. It's caught. Cooper. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Murray. He's got the connection to Cooper. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second and 7, Murray, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Play fake. Murray. Rolling to his right. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Had a bit of a lane there. Took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Drummond down right around the 25.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run the counter. Gordon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, they stick with Singletary. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now a give, right side. Drummond. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
And they will take a knee here.
Murray on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.